everyone, me again. Welcome back to xameliax, and if you are new, hello to you too. My name's Amelia and we film all kinds of videos here on this channel. Everything from beauty to fashion, we used to travel, and we throw some lifestyle vlogs in there as well. So if you like my face, if you enjoy this video, click the subscribe button, stick around for a while. Today, we're going to be talking about how I curl my hair. Now, I know we've only just done one of these videos. It was about a month or so ago where I showed you my a bit longer, sort of looser curl tutorial. But since then, I've chopped my hair off and I've gone blonde and we're now styling it in a completely different way. I keep getting so many messages from you lovely lot over on Instagram. Thank you so much for being so kind about my new style. But you want to know how you can do it at home. So I'm going to show you my new routine for how I get it looking like this. It's kind of like a messy beachy wave that falls out really nicely over the space of a week. I'll show you all the products that I'm using, the ones that I'm using, and exactly how I do it. I'm not a professional, but if you want to know how to get hair looking like this, then keep on watching. Okay, here is my hair, fresh out of the shower. I tend to wrap it up in one of those microfiber hair wrap things for about 10 minutes or so, either when I'm making a cup of tea or doing my makeup or something, and it helps to take out some of the moisture because even though my hair's quite short, it's still really thick. So for me, that reduces drying time a lot. Shampoo wise, I tend to just use whatever I've got in the house really. It depends on what's in the cupboard. I'm really not too fussy, but I always do a double cleanse. So I wash it once, rinse it out, and then I wash it again, and that just makes sure that I get all of my hair products out of it and it gets a really good clean, especially seeing as we're only washing it once a week. I'll occasionally pop a purple shampoo on. I've got a load of blog posts on which are my favorites. I'll leave a link to those down below, but not every week. I feel like I don't need it every week, just when it starts to get really yellow. And for conditioner, I use a hair mask, which is the best hair mask in the world ever. If you've been following this channel for the last 10 years, oh my god, you will have seen this a lot. I still use it to this day. It is hands down the best hair mask you will ever use. It's the Macadamia Deep Repair Mask. It's amazing. It's about 35 quid for a giant tub like this, but it lasts so long. And I tend to just scrunch this into my hair like that, like really squelch it in, make sure all of my hair is covered by it, avoiding the roots, just like probably from there on, and just really scrunch it in, squelch it from the curly girl method. But it is a really good technique for getting the moisture into your hair and making sure all of your hair is covered by the mask, and it really does. It feels so soft already. If you're going to invest in a hair mask, try this one. It's the best in the world. And I tend to leave it on for about 5 minutes normally when I'm doing a face scrub or body scrub, doing my shaving, whatever, and then I wash it out and make sure it's thoroughly rinsed out. And then before I dry my hair, I use the Macadamia Healing Oil treatment. This I have nearly run out of. I've honestly had it for years. I think it came in a set one year for Christmas with the Deep Repair Mask, and it is just, again, one of the best hair oils that I've found. Oh no, I've got like the tiniest bit left. Okay, I'm gonna have to rebuy that today. But that's all I use, and I tend to just rub it all over there, and then again, sort of like scrunch it into my hair, run it through. I find that it doesn't leave your hair greasy at all. You can't really tell that you've got an oil on it, apart from the fact that it's really soft and shiny, which is difficult to get in blonde hair, I think. I think the lighter you get, the harder it is to get that shine in. My hair always seems to be shinier when it's darker, but there we go. I need to buy more of that. I just tend to gently brush it through with my Tangle Teezer. They do them with handles as well as the little pebble shaped ones. I find this one a lot easier. And this is actually the only time I brush my hair. I don't tend to brush my hair throughout the week. It just doesn't get that tangled when you're not touching it as much. I don't know why. Honestly, I tend to brush it once a week and that is it. Hairdresser's orders, don't shoot the messenger. So I'm going to part it as close to the middle as my hairline allows, and then I'm just going to roughly dry it with my hairdryer. I've got the GHD one. I really like this. It's very powerful. I have it on the medium heat setting, not the highest, but the strongest fan, like the highest blow, medium heat. And I just rough blow dry it until it's ready to go. Okay, we are all dry and ready to curl. I'm going to be using this one today from Babyliss. I don't know what the name of it is actually. I'll find the link for it and leave it down below. I've had it for years, like 3-4 years. It's still going strong. It's a little rose gold one, you can see there. And it goes from thick to thin at the end, but it is quite a small thin wand. So this is going to create nice tight curls. If you're looking for a more gentle curl, a looser curl, more of a wavy kind of style, check out my other video on how to make curls last longer and how I used to style it when it was mousy brown and long, because that uses a different wand which will produce a looser wave. This is quite a tight curl, which is what we want, because we want to make it as tight as possible, and then over the week it tends to like loosen every day into kind of like beachy waves, and that's what I like to do at the moment. So I'm going to first section off my hair. RIP to my old hair clip, by the way. If you've watched any of my hair tutorials before, you will have heard me go on about this hair clip that I've literally had since I was a teenager. It broke the other month, finally, after probably about 20 years. Oh, hang on, I'm not that old. It's about 15 years old. 15 years! A glow-in-the-dark hair clip. Well, so yeah, I just sectioned it off into quite small sections. So the bottom bit, this little tiny bit here, there's not a lot we're going to be able to do with this. So I tend to do what I can with this bit and then section it round the head as we go up, but I'll show you. So I turn it on and I leave it on for a little bit while I am drying my hair, just so it can get up to temperature. And then I take small sections, probably about like that, and curl as much as I can away from my head. Very, very careful not to touch the wand, because obviously these get really, really hot. And I just tend to leave it on there probably for about 10 seconds or so. And it always feels like it's taking ages when you're curling your hair, because there's a lot of just sort of standing still in comparison to doing it with straighteners and stuff. But you need to give it enough time to actually, you know, curl the hair. And then I tend to twist it when I drop it down, and then just leave it in that really tight twist. Okay, so that's kind of all I can do with the bottom layer, because it is super, super short. But then I'll just take another layer here. I tend to not make them too thick and just sort of pull my hair around my head. You can see it's released like another layer of hair, and then clip this top bit out of the way. And then I just work around like that until it's all done, really. Probably takes around 15 minutes, I'd say. But it's worth it because you're only doing it once a week. And again, you want to be taking like nice small sections with this. I find the smaller section I take, the longer the curls tend to stay in and the nicer they fall. And I'm going to start alternating which way I curl these. So the first one goes away from my face, and then the next one will curl the other way. I also always try and tilt the wand down, so it sort of gives you a nice direction for that curl. You can see how tight they are. It's totally different to the DHD ones that we use in the other video, but it gives you a different look, and I love them both, I really do. But this works quite well for my shorter hair, I would say. Next section, and instead of curling backwards away from the face, I'm going to actually curl towards the face. Again, making sure that I leave that wand pointing down. It's always tricky to do on one side. See, that just gives you a completely different curl shape, and those two won't merge into one big fat curl, they'll stay individual. When you're tilting the wand, sometimes it's easier than others to get it pointing down. Sometimes you might have to wrap your hair around it when the wand is horizontal, and then like tilt it down to hold the curl around the barrel. Either way, doesn't matter how you get there, just make sure it's facing down and it will give you a really, really lovely shape. See? And then we literally just keep sectioning a layer at a time and going round the head, alternating as we go until we get to the top. Okay, we're on the final layer. I just tend to put on a little bit of Netflix while I'm curling and just enjoy the process. I feel like if you're trying to do this in a rush, you'll get really frustrated with it. So your arms hurt after a while. I also get a lot of questions about what to ask for at the hairdressers if you want this kind of colour, this kind of cut, and my answer is I don't know, because my hairdresser's amazing. I just let her do whatever she wants to do. I just kind of tell her roughly what I want, like show her a few vague pictures on Pinterest, and then she just cracks on and produces this amazing like gradual colour. She's just fantastic. So I will leave a link to Helen's Instagram down below. She's really friendly. So if you've got any questions on that, like what colour she's used, exactly what kind of style cut she's done, what to ask for at your hairdressers, you drop her a follow and send her a DM. I'm sure she'll be able to help you with the technical side of things. Okay, so this is what it looks like when we've just finished. Very, very tight curls, sitting quite high, and it's cute, but I definitely like it a little bit more lived in, I suppose. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes to make sure it's all cooled down, because again, with the heat being in those curls, that's what helps them stay curly. So you want to make sure it cools down while they're still in this tight curl. And then we're going to give it a little bit of a zhuzh, but keep your wand turned on just in case you want to do a few little extra bits once we've like styled it up a little bit. So there's a few different options. You can use a wide tooth comb, you know, like the ones with the big gaps in, to comb through it if you want to. But I tend to put my fingers in, go up to the root like that, and just sort of shake it up a little bit. And that sort of breaks up the uniformity of some of the curls without brushing any of it out. And then for me personally, I quite like to flip it over. I quite like a side part with this. I love how big it goes on the top because it's so thick, but again, just do what works for you. Leave it in the middle part if you want to. I don't mind it in the middle part, but for me, I'm loving this sort of retro style at the moment. So I flip over that front bit, and then it's time for my favorite product ever. You'll have seen it in my last curl video, Savage Panache. It is the best spray for keeping your curls in all week long. Trust me, if you buy one thing from this video, make sure it's, oh no, the macadamia mask. If you buy two things from this video, the macadamia mask for lots of bounce and softness, and this for keeping your curls in all week long. It's amazing. It's like a texture spray, but it holds as well. It doesn't make your hair feel sticky or anything. It's the best. So pop it in like that, maybe a little bit under as well. Smells like the hairdressers too. But I'm going to leave it for an hour or two, and you will see just how it starts to drop out and really falls into sort of a lovely natural beachy wave. And this is exactly how I do my hair every single time. I love it, and it lasts me all week long. It's been about an hour, and as you can see, they've started to really nicely just fall out a little bit, loosen up. They're less uniform, they're a bit more natural, but the curl is still there. And this is what will happen over the rest of the week. They will just gently drop out into a really natural, lovely beachy wave. I might occasionally, if I'm going somewhere, pop a few extra curls in, or if I want to like zhuzh it up a little bit at the roots, I will do that. But the majority of the days, this is what it looks like when I wake up, and it's just the perfect method for this length and this style hair. I will leave a link to all the products and the ones that I use in the info bar down below, so if you want to try and recreate this at home, you can do. Please feel free to ask any questions you like in the comment section. I'm not an expert in any way, but this kind of just works for me, and you guys wanted to see it, so we must be doing something right. Click the subscribe button if you are new. We've got loads of other beauty videos, lifestyle videos, lots of fun stuff on here for you to watch. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!